Hello and welcome back to the channel. Well, it is looking like everything is catching up to society in a major way. All of this friction and chaos and all of the stuff that's happening is really catching up here in the US. Now, the US has always been a very hyper hot country in terms of how people deal with one another, far above any other country that we have seen. As in this article that I'm going to share with you, they talk about how things happen in other countries too, but people don't respond the way they do here in the U.S. when certain things happen. Right now, it is stated that road rage shootings are exploding across the country. Road rage. Now, road rage is the manifestation of a hyper anger, over the top anger, uncontrollable anger, uncontrollable rage. And that is what we are seeing. Road rage has always been a thing here in the US, but an explosion of road rage shootings? This means that people are not thinking past their anger. They are willing to risk going to prison because they can't control their anger or their rage for just a moment. So let me just share with you some of the details of what is going on here in the U.S. It says angry drivers, lots of gun. That's a recipe for an explosion in road rage shootings here in the U.S. Across the country, road rage shootings are on the rise. In 2021, an average of 44 people per month were shot and killed or wounded in a road rage shooting. Now that's double the pre-pandemic average. Double? Wow, that's ridiculous. It says research found that from 2016 to 2019, roughly 1/3 of road rage incidents involving a gun resulted in injury or death. By 2021, nearly 2/3 did. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. It says aggressive driving certainly happens in other countries as well, but only in the United States is someone shot and wounded or killed every 17 hours in a road rage incident. Now that goes to show you the nature of how people think here in the U.S. Remember how we talked about certain principalities and spirits and demons are assigned to certain areas? The sins of America are many, and it was actually founded on anger and rage, and so it continues on. What we are seeing is a continuation of the foundation of this country: anger and rage, over the top expression of rage against other people. And so we better be careful out here. If you are one of those people who you might be a little hot tempered, but you ain't willing to take somebody's life, you might not want to get into an altercation with unknown people. You see, there was a movie that came out. I can't think of the name of it, but Russell Crowe, I believe, was the star in it. And a woman basically said something to him, and it turned into a major road rage incident to where he pursued her and her family, and he was killing a lot of people because he was that enraged because she didn't respond to him in the way that he wanted to. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find that for you. It was a movie with Russell Crowe. It was a very interesting, high impact movie that was quite frightening. Of anyone who was ever in that situation in real life, trust and believe, they were scared out of their wits if they even survived. Okay, the name of the movie is Unhinged. It came out in 2020. If you haven't seen that, you need to take a look at that film. So this will encourage you not to want to mess with people, or encourage you not to want to take it anywhere near this type of situation. This woman, had she just been quiet and not really said anything and just let this man go on about his business, she wouldn't have experienced the things that she experienced. It was a terrifying, very realistic thing of what can happen, because many have lost their lives. Now, I don't know if it was this extreme to where this man just pursued until he did some major damage. But this right here shows you just how bad it can get. Because people are out here on demon time, it's best to just let some things go. Let some things go. You don't know the person on the other end of that gun, or the person on the other end of that vehicle that you're about to get into an altercation with, or a disagreement. You don't know anything about their mental state, what they've gone through, what they're experiencing, what they are facing. And I'm not saying this as if they have a reason or an excuse or a right to do anything. I'm just saying some people are so unhinged that they don't handle stress too well. And they might just be willing to take it a step further and pursue you and end your life. That movie, Unhinged, is the perfect example of road rage exploding across America. We have all seen it. Some of us have been involved in situations where someone cut us off, made us so upset, where you were saying words, you were doing things, throwing up your fingers, all kinds of things. Or you may have made a mistake on the road and someone was honking their horn at you, or responding to you in a very hyper angry way. Be thankful that you were able to drive away from the situation. If you ever do find yourself in a situation like this, in which I do believe there was a sister not too long ago, earlier this week or last week, she actually posted on Facebook that she was involved in a road rage situation that was quite frightening for her. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a sister in the truth. But this stuff is real. People are out here on demon time. Remember that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers of darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness in high places. People are messed up in their minds. And so if you can help it, just walk away or drive away or simply be quiet. I know sometimes pride makes you want to get the last word or say something or respond to a person's wickedness. What if we just did this? What if you just simply said, okay, this stuff got me upset. This person did this. I'm a little bothered by it. But what if we just said, you know what? I'm going to just let this go. I'm going to let this person drive on off or walk on off and go on about their business. And in 10 minutes, it'll all be over. In 2 hours, it'll all be over. Tomorrow, I'll be thinking about something else. And even if it does cross your mind, you're still alive and you're able to talk about it or think about it. But by all means, don't try people. People are right now going out of their minds, doing stuff that is just plain old wicked. So don't take chances with your life. Road rage shootings are exploding across the country here in the U.S. People are not experiencing this in other countries because they have different gun laws. Right now, anybody can carry a gun. They got illegal guns, legal guns, people doing what they want to do right now. It's almost like the Wild Wild West, y'all. So with that in mind, be safe out here, family. With that, I'm out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.